Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, the honorable adjudicator, esteemed audience, and fellow debaters. This time, I'm standing information of the motion that more students in the class of state school will minimally drop out to senior high school. Here, I will provide my argument to support our stance, and before I go to my speech, my name is Lintang Nandarina Puspita, and I'm student of Mangunjaya Senior High School. I, as the opposition side, firmly reject this argument. This claim is not only contrary to basic pedagogical principle, but also the potential to create and learning environments that actually encouragement rather than minimize dropout rates. Adding more students per class from offering a solution will instead become an additional burden that weighs down our education system and harms to the individuality. Regulation of the Minister of National Student Permendiknas number 24 of 2007 concerning standard for facility and infrastructure. The most direct and stronger legal basis for rejecting the increase in the number of students per class in the regulation of Minister of National Education, Permendiknas number 24 of 2007 concerning standard for facilities and infrastructure for SD, ME, SMP, and MTS and SMA or MA. Although these Permendiknas have undergone several updates and changes in nomenclature, for example, under the Minister of Education, Culture, Research, and Technology. Its fundamental principle regarding classroom feasibility standard and student per area rationale remain important reference. The decline in learning quality and individual attention. Having more students in class will directly reduce the quality of learning and minimize the individual attention teacher can provide. In classroom, accommodating 14 or 15 students compared to the ideal standard of 20 and 30 students, teacher will struggle to difficult for teaching and pinpoint which students are having trouble understanding the material, facing person issues, and showing signs losing interest in learning. Students needing extra guidance or medically help be overlooked, which a large number of students teachers won't have time or capability to give in depth or every student assignment project. Generic and less specific feedback and doesn't help students understand their weakness or improve. Implemented teachers will tend and result on the one-way lecture methods due to time constraint and challenge of managing large cases. Engineering intelligence method, group design, or personal projects encouraging to student like teaching motivation and drastic increase in the number of students per class will exponentially increase. Teachers will help which in turn and discourage their motivation and the quality of their teaching. Administrative and assessment burden. Imagine checking and grading 50 a daily assignment, 50 exam, and project is a medicine burden overwhelming teacher and leading to the brass assignment with less struggling. Difficult classroom management. Managing discipline and maintaining order in the overwhelmed classroom is highly challenging. Teachers will spend more time on class management than the actual teaching. This excessive work will cause the difficult classroom management. Stress, fatigue, and burnout among the teachers. Tired and stressed teachers will lose their enthusiasm and creativity in teaching, which directly negative impact and learning atmosphere in the classroom. Don't feel connected to their teacher and school environment are more vulnerable to dropping out. Violating of facilities infrastructure standard and the uncommunal learning environments and policy adding more students per class had a high potential, stable educational facilities, and infrastructure standard. Many state schools in Indonesia have classrooms designed to accommodate around 28 and 36 students, cramming 15 or 15 students into the same room will lead to a communal lack. That's all of my speech. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.